So now what can we do? Man, I don't know. Thank you. No, okay, but like, when I give my desktop virtualization presentations, I talk about desktops, right? Like, desktop virtualization can solve some things, and I talk about, like, by the way, if all these squares, these blue squares are traditional traditional desktops. I think if we look at using like certain kinds of desktop virtualization to enable certain scenarios, like I don't want to go all VDI or all TS. If we go like, maybe we put some applications via terminal server. Maybe we do some applications that are VDI, some users, we do streaming, some users client VMs. I don't know, like we create like this mismatch, like where we have different technologies at different times. I mean, maybe this is part of what we do. So we can say things like, I think if we can say like the example of a client-based virtual machine. Maybe we tell our users that, okay, all the corporate applications are running the client VM. That client VM we're going to lock down, but then we're going to allow you to have full control on your rest of your desktop device and do whatever. And maybe that's a solution, I mean, they talk about wanting to take the big answer, like the public answer, the most common answer is to say, okay, well the way we do that is we got to take IT and turn IT into an enabler. Don't be the department of no, become the department of yes. Thank you, any questions? That's how it goes. And you're like, wait, how do I do that? And I don't know, I mean, like, do you go out and run out and buy every single service? Like, if it's Dropbox comes out and users are using it and you try to provide your own kind of Dropbox? That's what Intel does, it's futile. Do you have policies against these things? Like they sign something when they come on and say if they do things outside of IT, then they'll get in trouble? I bet you already have those policies, right? I'll bet you our company has those policies. It's too late though. They have this joke in the US, I don't know if you have it here, in the US there's like these companies that monitor your credit ratings, so it has like what credit cards we have and mortgages and loans and that kind of stuff. And the companies do this have this like thing where they sell you can buy a subscription for like $20 a year that monitors your credit reports. So like if someone has stolen your credit, it'll see, hey, a new credit card appeared on your credit history. Did you do this? And you can go investigate. Again, really good at telling you that you just got screwed. It doesn't prevent you from being screwed. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, this guy took everything of yours. You're never getting credit again. But at least you find out now instead of finding out when you try and buy a car. But the joke is that these companies that get these things stolen, like Sony right now with their 70 million accounts, they'll buy you like a year or 2 years of that service, of the monitoring service. But we joke that every American citizen has like 4 lifetimes worth of this service that has been bought on their behalf from like 15 different companies. Like I used to work for Hewlett Packard back in the day, and we used our benefits provider for our pension. Like a laptop was lost in a car and it had data on it, and so I got 2 years of credit monitoring service from them. And then here, and then it just adds up. So, so that, if we monitor, doesn't really help. I forgot my point with that. But the thing is, like this whole thing, like it's not as easy for us in IT to have solutions to this. Like it's we can say like it was against the policy. We can say you're not allowed, but if you're doing things that IT can't control anyway, what do you do?